my wife, Heidi, my son, his wife, so Paul Jr. and Sarah, and two of my grandkids. They're in a shop here shopping. I had to come out and tell you, we just had a massive X-Class 5 explosion of a solar flare on the sun. This thing released a CMEs. There's 3 CMEs now headed toward the Earth at about 2.2 million miles an hour. It's just an insane. Now, I'm going to find out a little bit more on this, but I can tell you this. We lost power at my home. I got a thing that came on my phone while we've been having lunch, and it said, you have lost power. You're not going to have power for 3 hours. It's an unforeseen surge, and we'll get back to you. So I haven't got home yet to see if it is back on. And I've never got a text from the electric company saying an unforeseen surge. What is that? So I have a feeling it is from this X-Class 5 solar flare, massive, Earth-facing, according to BP Earthwatch, and according to space, some of the other JPL and others, okay? So I'm going to do some research, going to get home. Hopefully I'll have power, and I can give you a full report. Let me put a quick shout out for Noble Gold. Of course, just go to www.pastorpaulgold.com. That's www.pastorpaulgold.com. Guys, look, you need to roll over maybe some of that 401k into a gold or silver IRA. Gold's a biblical currency. It's a way to have a tangible asset, especially with everything going digital. So when everything goes digital, land, real estate, gold, or precious metals will be actual physical assets. Something to think about. Not even crypto will be a physical asset. So I need you to understand that. So this is the time we're in. I'm just giving you a heads up. But this solar flare. So if you start feeling pain in the next 24 hours, because they say that there was a release, then a release, and then a huge release. These 3 CMEs coming directly at us are going to cannibalize each other and then really bear down with some serious pressure. Look for a major earthquake in the next 24 to 36 hours. And I'm serious about that. I look for something over 7, between 7 and 8. But the initial blast, which off the sun only takes about 8 minutes, might be what knocked the power out in my entire neighborhood here on a beautiful, beautiful, chilly. It's a little chilly. I'm wearing a coat, which is, by the way, it's the Rudy jacket for those of you Alabama fans out there. And for those of you Michigan Wolverine fans, it is the Rudy jacket. But I love Alabama. Not too fond of Michigan, but I do love you guys. But anyway, Ohio State, pay attention. Okay, but anyway, I'm wearing my jacket out here with a pair of gloves I've had on, okay, because it's been freezing for the villages at 52 degrees. That's cold. So I'll give you a heads up as soon as I find out more information. Again, go to www.pastorpaulgold.com or call them on the phone at 877-646-5347. Now listen, I've been on the phone with the main office about these trips that we're doing in 2026. I've been pounding on the travel agencies who are working to get the brochures ready and to get the links ready so that you can put your deposit down. They don't have the links done yet. I've been pounding on them because we've already had 100 people sign up saying they're interested. Now, that doesn't mean all 100 are going to put their $300 down payment, okay? But we've got 100 people who have called who say, I'm interested. So I want you to call the main line, 765-414-2230 if you are interested. So I can get your name, phone number, and your email address on this list. I'm sure not all 100 people are going to do it, but even if they do, I will go back to the travel agents and see if I can get an extra 50 more seats. Okay, that's who want to go to Israel. We've got 20 people who want to go with me to Greece on the Mediterranean cruise. We've got 16 people who want to go with me to Egypt on the Egypt tour, including floating down the river cruise down the Nile River, going to see the Sphinx, going to see the pyramids, seeing the great brand new museum that's in Cairo, Egypt, and everything that had Luxor and everything has to do with that tour. And we've got 8 people so far who have said they want to go with me and Kevin Wilson to the Bahamas on the Caribbean cruise, which will be in June. So I'm doing 4 tours this year. I told you, I didn't do any tours in 2024, none in 2025. I'm making up for it. 4 tours in 2026. In June, going to the Caribbean tour with Kevin Wilson. Pastor Paul and Heidi and Kevin Wilson will be providing the praise and worship. That's in June. If you are interested, and that's a cheaper tour too. It's I think it's around $2,300 or something like that. Find out. I'm not positive. Call and ask. Okay, maybe it's $1,800. I can't remember. Call and ask. That's in June. Then in October, we're going to do the Mediterranean cruise. That's with Israel Hall. We'll be providing the praise and worship in that one. And he'll be going with Pastor Paul and Heidi on that tour. Then right after that tour is over, we go straight from the boat, straight to Israel, to Jerusalem, where Bishop Larry Ragland and his wife Sandy will be joining me and Heidi on this magnificent, incredible prophetic tour that will change your life. And that one's, of course, starts November 1st through November 10th. And right after that tour is over, then Sister Heidi and I will be taking whoever wants to go with us to Egypt, back to back to back. So in June, you go with me with Kevin Wilson to the Caribbean, to the Cayman Islands, to Jamaica, to the Bahamas on a 7-day cruise of praise and worship and food and fellowship, and it will be a lot of fun. That's a fun cruise. Then in October, it begins. 7 days or 8 days, whatever it is, on the Mediterranean, in Greece, going to Crete, going to Corinth, Thessalonica, Ephesus, to the Isle of Patmos, where John received the revelation, the book of Revelation. We'll even have one little stop in Turkey just before finishing that cruise. Right when that cruise is over, if you want to go home, you'll go home. If you want to stay with me, we'll go to Israel for another 10 days of the Holy Land with all of the incredible sights, whether it be the standing on the Mount of Olives or down to the Garden Tomb, taking communion at the tomb of Jesus, or seeing Mount Calvary in the place of the skull, or riding a boat ride across the Sea of Galilee, or being baptized in the River Jordan, or standing on Mount Carmel where Elijah called down the fire from God to destroy the 450 prophets of Baal, or walk along the Golan Heights, or up in the valley, up in Dan, where Jesus asked Peter, right in front of the gates of hell, who do men say that I am? And on and on and on. I can't even remember everything, okay? And after that tour's over, you can go home if you want, or you can stay with me and Heidi, and we'll go to Egypt, to Luxor, to Cairo, to the Sphinx, to the pyramids, to the newest, latest museum, they say, which is state-of-the-art beyond. We'll take a cruise, a river cruise, down the Nile River, making stops along the way in one of the most archaeological and ancient, and we'll even go to Mount Sinai, where Moses was given the 10 Commandments. All of this on that final tour. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, pick any of those 4 you want. Go on 2 of them with me. Go on 3 of them with me. Or if you want to do the Indiana Paul epic adventure, do all 4 cruises with me. Again, I'll have Kevin Wilson with me on the Caribbean cruise to the Bahamas, Cayman Islands, Jamaica, Cozumel, Mexico, I think we stopped. You can go with me with that. Kevin Wilson would be with me. Or you can go with me, or you can go with me on the Caribbean cruise, on the Mediterranean cruise through Greece with Israel Hall. Or you can go with me and Heidi and Bishop Larry Ragland and Sister Sandy Ragland on the glorious Israel tour. Or stay with me and Heidi. We'll take you to Egypt to finish off the incredible journey of 2026. And the Lord told me, he said, I got the word from God. When I got the word from God, I ran with it, guys. Because I remember when he told me in 2023 to take as many people as I could, because he had opened a window and that it was going to be a short window. And I was to take people with me. And I did. 57 of you went. I baptized 40 of you in the Jordan River. It was unbelievable. Then that's it. The window closed. Israel was attacked. War broke out. It's been very tense throughout the Middle East. And everybody's been nervous. God told me don't go anywhere in 2024. Don't go anywhere in 2025. But now I've been given the word from the Lord. He said, go, 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 go. And so you can be a part of that. I want you to be. Pick any tour of those 4 we're doing, or do them all, or do 2 of them, or do 3 of them. Whatever you can do, whatever you want to do, whatever it is you can do. Call for any of these. Call the main line and get your name, your address, your email address, your phone number. Get on the list. And as soon as the travel agency gets the brochures done and the link for you to click where you can make your deposit to reserve your seat, we will tell you. And I mean, we want it done right now. I'm literally jumping up and down. If I have to, I'll drive to their offices and stand on their desk. I'm saying, look, people are beating the door down. Everyone wants to go. Everybody wants to go. It will be an epic adventure. God bless all of you. I'll see you guys a little bit later. Hopefully I can get power. We don't know what this massive storm surge is. I can't even see. Okay. I don't know what kind of storm surge. This was X class 5. And in the Siamese, X class 5 solar flare off the sun, earth facing, straight at us, with winds of 2.2 million. I got to double check that. I've never heard of such a thing. Anyway, we're going to get hit, and I think it might have been what knocked the power out of my house. For 3 hours, I'm told I won't have power, and the power company saying an unforeseen reason. They don't even know what it is. So maybe it was the burst of the sun. I don't know. I'll let you know more as soon as I find out. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. Guys, we're living in the last days. We really are. Are you saved? Are you serious? Have you given your life to Jesus Christ? You say, Paul, why in the world would you want people to take people on these journeys? Because people are beating my door down wanting to go. So we're going. The Lord willing, good Lord willing, we're going. Get ready. Are you serious? Are you saved? Have you given your life to Jesus Christ?